Hey everybody, this is Molly. How are y'all doing? Okay, it's been like, I don't know, forever it feels like since I've done a video, since I guess before Christmas. But I was working on a calendar and I kind of like how it came out. I'm not sure how useful it's going to be, but it's pretty. So let me show you what I made. And these papers are Fairy Bell from Prima. Aren't they beautiful? They're so pretty. And I'm looking in my monitor as I'm filming this, and it's looking like this lace isn't showing the beautiful color that it is. And these rayon ribbons, one of them is dyed with the Cynthia Luhu color Bodacious Blush, and it's the softest shade of kind of an old rose pink. It's showing up brown in my monitor. I hope it's not in yours, but it is a beautiful, beautiful, soft, an old rose pink. It does have a hint of like a violet and a brown in it, but in life it's just the most beautiful antique rose color. I love it. Anyway, so what I used to make this album was just some envelopes from Michaels, and they're like the pearlescent ivory color. And actually I used the cards. I'm saying envelopes, but I actually just glued the cards together. I left it open on this end because I was going to be adding these the rings to bind through, and so it's open on this end. So every one of them, I'm not going to pull them all out, but every one of the pages has a pull-out card with a place for a picture on this side, and then on the back side it says things to remember, so you can write down certain things you want to remember throughout the year, and I'll just make yourself some notes. Okay, let me slip that back in. And so I just glued the card shut, and then I used the extra cards to make those tabs. But here's the cover. Let's see if I can remember how to get this straight. And this is an Anna Griffin die cut. And you know Anna Griffin was just on HSN. Yes, I bought some things. Can't wait for them to come in. But anyway, this was one of the die cuts from one of the kits I'd gotten recently from her. This chipboard piece that says Delight in the Little Things is from the Delight or Delightful collection from Prima. Some chipboard pieces, and then of course I just dyed that lace, and then you can't hardly see it, but there's a little piece of filigree like you get from Butterbee Scraps, and then on the computer I just did the 2014, added some bling. So there's the cover, and then of course just a little bit of rayon seam binding in the different shades of pink and cream. So that's the cover. What does that say? Each day brings an opportunity to shine. Okay, and delight in the little things. So there's January. So each page has the different Fairy Bell papers. I could not work on TV. Okay, anyway, each page has a different theme to go with the paper in a month. So January, as you can see here, I just used an Anna Griffin die cut. These calendars are from Heartwarming Crafts or Crafty Secrets. And what you'll notice on there is when you go, I'll put the link below to go to get these free calendars. They have two different styles. When you pull this one up, you're going to notice that the month is written really, really, really tiny right there, like really tiny. I went into Photoshop and changed it to where you could read the month. If any of y'all are interested in me, I guess I could email you or something, the sheet where I corrected the month, because I went in and made the month where I could actually read the dang gum thing. Anyway, these are stickers from Martha Stewart, just some snowflakes, so that's a pretty winter fairy. Okay, here's February. And see the one has beautiful butterflies, and it says perfume on the page. So of course I used hearts, chipboard hearts, a little rhinestone heart, lots of pretty flowers from Wild Orchid Craft. They're so pretty. And then another piece of chipboard down here, which you can hardly see. This and this were from the Delightful chipboard. And of course each page, like I was saying, has the little, this is, the little pull out on it. Okay, the next page. March, see how pretty? It's just sweet little butterflies, and spring starting to hint around that it's coming. So I like that. More shades of blues and things, and again flowers from Wild Orchid Crafts. And these other flowers are from a website. I can't remember. It's I want to say Pretty Little Things or something like that. Anyway, I'll try to find it, but I don't know if I can. But these are latex flowers, and I love them. Anyway, I like them. Okay, next page. What does that say? What's after March? April. Okay, spring, butterflies. Isn't that pretty? And then this is some pretty, this was from Maya Rhodes, or Maya, whatever you call that thing, and it was kind of expensive. I bought it in Fredericksburg, Texas, and then I came home and found out they have something very similar to it at Hobby Lobby, where you get 3 colors on a spool. It's not quite that old rose color, but close. These die cuts are from Kaiser Craft right here, and I just popped one layer on top of another to give it some dimension. And then a metal butterfly that I paint. See, I can't go backwards. White, and then a fabric covered brad on there. And then I got into a wild phase of buying these little nibs, or whatever you call them, for the middle of flowers. See, they kind of look like berries. And I bought them just in all kind of colors, and I'm using in the middle of flowers, using them to poke out. But I just love the texture and stuff they add. So that's April. May, isn't that sweet? Little fairy reaching for the key. And then I just added some lace and a key and some stickers from Joann's from long, long ago. I think they were from Sue. Thank you, Sue. And then, of course, a bunch of flowers from Wild Orchid Crafts. There is room. It doesn't look like it, but there is room on every page for you to either add a little, let me go back, either add a little sentiment or a little picture, you know, on each page. Just a little something. But, of course, there's the pull-out, okay, for you to put pictures. There's June. I used a couple of filigrees from Jolie. They kind of look like the sun to me. I don't know this. Anyway, go with it. Okay, this is a sticker from Anna Griffin that is so pretty. How do people do this? Okay, isn't that pretty? And then the butterflies, and also it's getting brighter as June came on. And then there's July, full-blown summer, and we got a dragonfly. This dragonfly, let me see if I can grab the book right. This dragonfly was actually one of my free gifts when I ordered from Lindy's Stamp Gang, and they send you all those little free things to say thank you. They sent me a little stash of dragonflies, and I love it. And then, of course, some pretty lace I've just, you know, collected. And then I used the different, like, here's the lily from Wild Orchid Crafts, and then these flowers, I just kind of folded up some flowers from Prima, and then put a white flower in there with a little rhinestone in the center. So it made kind of a summery collection of flowers. And then here's August, where it's really hot and bright. And don't you love that paper? Oh my God. Isn't that, I mean, just yum. Gorgeous. Okay, again, bird. Bright yellow. Use the flowers again from the Anna Lee collection from Prima. How old has that got to be? Anybody here remember the Anna Lee collection? It's so pretty. Anyway, so there's August. Here comes September. We're heading into fall. Isn't that gorgeous, that paper? I mean, really, Prima. The good news is CHA has done all their new releases, and I haven't found a paper line yet that I've fallen in love with. Anybody got any favorites out there they want to tell me about? But I have found some tools and dies and things that I think I'll have to get. But paper, not so much yet. Anyway, there's September. And then this rayon I got it from Zipper Stop, and the color is the most beautiful shade of burgundy, and the name of it is Medic, M-E-D-O-C, or something like that. The guy's written it in Sharpie on the roll. I can't quite read it, but it looks like M-E-D-O-C, Medoc or Medic or something. Okay, here's October, and it's kind of a cute little salute to the oranges of fall and Halloween, and I put a clock because the year is racing by now. Of course, y'all recognize that from Michaels. Looks like one of the Prima knockoffs, but it was from Michaels. A beautiful little crocheted piece. Put a little rhinestone in the middle. Little orange butterfly, orange resin piece. So there's October. Here comes November. I need to do something else to it, and I'm thinking I'm going to put a little, okay, don't laugh, but I'm thinking I'm going to put a little thank you, just a short little prayer, or, you know, something to say thank you. And then this trim actually came from, I was in a swap about 100 years ago and got a bunch of cards and different things. Hopefully y'all all join some of those pretty swaps around the world. Anyway, this trim was on one of the pieces, and it came unglued, and it was like, oh my God, it's a sign. So I put it right there. I just love it. Anyway, and then of course an Anna Griffin sticker. Really, who doesn't? I mean, those are gorgeous. Okay, and so that's November. And then December brings it home with just a pretty page in blue, kind of frosty looking. I took some metal snowflakes. The metal is the type that you get from Butterbee Scraps, and just put some glue on there, and then some glitter in a frosty aqua holographic color. And then, I don't know if you can tell there, but this is a button I got from Michaels. It's like a pearlescent rose or something I put in the middle of that. And there's December. And then let me stack the thing up. And so there's the back. Isn't that a pretty sheet of paper? Okay, so that's my little calendar. If y'all know, every year I make myself a calendar, and they're way too bulky and way too cumbersome to use, but I just love making them. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. Remember, if you see anything that from CHA that you fell in love with, let me know. Thank God Prima didn't make a whole bunch of new lines that I had to have, because I have a 20-year supply of the old ones. Okay, anyway, please, y'all have fun crafting. Let me know what you think. Please hit the like button or share button if you would and you like it, so that it can get more exposure. My videos can get a little bit more exposure. And remember, I usually post steals and things to my blog, iloveminialbums.blogspot.com. I'm filming this now and don't have the pictures up, but hopefully I'll get the steals done and get some pictures up soon on my blog spot. Okay, y'all have a great day. Bye.